Welcome back, Gauchos, to this week's episode of UCSB TV. We are your source for updates on Gaucho sports, on-campus events, and headline news. Now join me with Kalisha for this week's upcoming events.
Hey Gauchos, it's Kalisha. I hope you enjoyed your long weekend. Now here are this week's upcoming events. Today, November 15th, stop by the Instruction and Training Room in 1312 in the library at 4 p.m. to hear Rutgers University professor James Delabro's lecture based on his new biography, Collecting the World. Come by Campbell Hall tonight, November 15th, to hear Arabic musician Simon Shaheen as he leads an ensemble of musicians through a traditional repertoire. The show starts at 8 p.m. You have another chance to catch the 90-minute adaptation of Shakespeare's King Lear in the Performing Arts Theater tonight, November 15th at 8 p.m., on Saturday, November 18th at 2 p.m., and on closing night this Sunday, November 19th at 8 p.m. Tonight, November 15th, the AS Program Board presents S.G. Lewis, a British producer, songwriter, and DJ. The dance-oriented and electronic-based fun will begin at the Hub at 8:30 p.m. Tomorrow, November 16th, Professor of Medicine and Professor of Health Research and Policy at Stanford University, John Ioannidis, will be giving a lecture on more reproducible and unbiased research in the Sage Seminar Room at 4 p.m. Join architects Frederick Fisher and Stephen Harvey at the Art, Design, and Architecture Museum this Thursday, November 16th at 5:15 p.m. for a talk about their new book, Robert Venturi's Rome. Be sure to stick around for a book signing at the end of the event. Come join presidential historian John Meacham in the Campbell Hall on November 16th for his lecture, The Art of Leadership, Lessons from American Presidency. His lecture begins at 7:30 p.m. You have a few more chances to see A View from the Bridge, a play about immigration, community, and family set in the 1950s. The performances will be held in the Performing Arts Theater from November 16th to November 19th at 8 p.m. each night. Now to Sealy for the rest of this week's events.
Thanks, Kalisha. UCSB Magic Lantern Films will be showing Kingsman, The Golden Circle, this Friday, November 17th, and Monday, November 20th. The film will be playing in Ivy Theater at 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. on both nights. Join Dr. Daniel Classic and Dr. Jason Taylor in the Dean's Boardroom in the Educational Building this Friday, November 17th, to explore the issues with education policy in higher education. The co-lecture will begin at 12 p.m. Did you miss the first two UCSB Teacher Education Program information meetings? Don't worry. The next meeting will be held in room 1203 in the Education Building. The meeting is this Friday, November 17th, and starts at 1 p.m. The Monica Bill Barnes and Company, a contemporary American dance company, will be performing their newest production, Happy Hour. The event will be held in the Theater and Dance Building this Friday, November 17th, and Saturday, November 18th at 7 p.m. on both days. Imago Theater presents La Belle, Lost in the World of Automatum, this Saturday, November 18th. The play, set in the engine room of a 1920s steamship, will be performed in Campbell Hall at 3 p.m. Come to the Student Resource Building this Saturday, November 18th at 8 p.m. for a Night of Harvest Moon-themed swing dancing. There will be free food, dance lessons, and live music from Donna Oxford. Be sure to come to the Gervets Room 1004 this Saturday, November 18th at 8 p.m. for the event Intervoices 2, an a cappella extravaganza. Join UCSB's co-ed a cappella groups for a night of music and fun. And finally, stop by Pollock Theater on Sunday, November 19th at 2 p.m. to see Hollywood Berlin, Some Like It Hot. The film follows two musicians in Chicago that pose as women to evade a mob after witnessing a massacre. Want more information about these events? Then head to the UCSB events page to find out more. Now let's go to Alec with sports.
Men's and women's cross-country competing in the NCAA West Regional meet on Friday, with the men's team taking 14th and the women's team coming in 16th. UCSB basketball had a great week as women's basketball took on Northern Arizona on Friday in a close match, with the Gauchos coming out on top 96-93. Men's basketball took on North Dakota State in the season opener, winning 85-66. Women's volleyball defeated UC Irvine in a Big West upset 3-2 on Friday, but unfortunately fell to UC Davis on Saturday 3-1. In another upset, men's water polo defeated number 7 Pepperdine in a nail-biting thriller 11-10 in overtime. Catch the Gauchos this week as matches flood the board with competition in basketball, swimming, cross-country, water polo, and volleyball. For more information on your favorite sports, visit ucsbgauchos.com.
Hi Gauchos, welcome back to another week of news updates. It's that time of the year when you should be deciding if you want to be living off or on campus next year. And if you choose to live off campus, it is a great time to start looking for apartments. You can head over to Pardall Center's website to look at many off-campus options. Also, Associated Student Bike Committee members hosted the 3rd annual Ivy Lux, where they give away free bike lights to promote safety education. The students partnered up with the California Highway Patrol and Cottage Hospital for the event. The event is supposed to help prevent future cycling accidents that have occurred in the Isla Vista community. That's all for the news for this week. Now back to you, Celie.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of UCSB TV. If any of the information mentioned interests you, then be sure to follow the links provided. You can watch our videos on the Associated Students YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, and on Gaucho Space. Hope to see you next week, Gauchos.